I don't understand why charges haven't been filed. Birmingham, why have charges not been filed? Go ahead and press charges, please, and thank you. So 3-year-old Ketoris KJ Starks Jr., 3 years old, remember that, 3 years old, was left in a hot car and he did not survive. He did pass away. He was already in custody with the Department of Human Services. I'm not sure what the circumstances were as to why he was taken out of his home, but he was taken out of his home. He was allowed visitation, and he had a visitation with his father early Tuesday morning. So the Covenant Services is a third-party service that goes and picks him up from the visitation to take him to daycare so that there's no crossed over between the parents and the foster parents. They left this child in the vehicle 5 hours. The foster mom came to pick him up in the afternoon and he was nowhere to be found. They ended up finding him in the vehicle, no longer with us. Now, Covenant Services is like, oh, well, we've already let that employee go. We fired them. Duh, you should have did that. That was the appropriate action. And the police are like, oh, well, they're cooperating with us. Why have they not been charged? That was their whole job. That was a whole responsibility, is to make sure that child got to the actual daycare from the visit from the father safely. Did not do so. Therefore, they are responsible for him no longer being here. Unfortunately, it's not one of those accidents that we can just roll over and be like, oh, it was an accident, they didn't mean to do it. Not at the hands of losing someone's life. This 3-year-old was supposed to be entrusted in safety to get to the daycare with this service, and that was not provided. I'm not understanding why charges have not been pressed Birmingham, and expeditiously. They should have been pressed at the time of the incident, but they should expeditiously be pressed. Family is devastated. The foster family is devastated, as they describe him as a very enjoyable 3-year-old. His dad, states, I didn't know this was going to be the last time I was going to see my child. They are all devastated, as no one was prepared for this little 3-year-old to be on his way to daycare and to be left in a hot vehicle. It's hot down here in the South, y'all. So hopefully, as they are continuing on with this investigation, we will get an update. The charges have been filed, because unfortunately, the loss of life by leaving a person in a vehicle, that is a very painful way to go out. And at 3 years old, not being able to express, I need help, because they were left in a vehicle by themselves. But my heart goes out to the family, the friends, and the foster family that are dealing with the loss of this little 3-year-old KJ, as this definitely was a preventable loss.